What is up, guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Commander Awesomeness, and tonight I will be simulating the New Orleans Saints vs. Dallas Cowboys game. Both these teams are 1-0 on the season. They both got some pretty big wins against crappy teams, but this might end up being a blowout because I don't really see how the Saints will win this one, but we will see. If you guys are new to this, channel, please feel free to leave a like, hit that subscribe button, and yeah. Without further ado, we're gonna upgrade some players and jump right into this thing. It doesn't look like the Saints have any upgrades, so we're gonna go over to the Cowboys. Oh shit! All right. And it looks like the Cowboys do not have any upgrades. However, we do have some weekly awards, so we're gonna look at that real quick. Dak Prescott is won the NFC Offensive Player of the Week, and Micah Parsons won the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. Meanwhile, Lamar Jackson won the AFC Offensive Player of the Week, and I think that's Kenneth Moore, the second, who won the AFC Defensive Player of the Week. So congratulations to those guys. Yeah. So now we're gonna wait for this thing to load real quick first, and then we're gonna simulate this game. Alrighty.
Today, from AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, it's week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys versus Derek Carr and the New Orleans Saints.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. They come in off a good win on the road, and now they hit the home opener at 1-0.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Saints, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? This fielded right at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Saints heading out for the first time, and there's Derek Carr at quarterback in his 11th NFL season now and second in black and gold.
And Carr continues to produce good numbers on paper. He completed over 68% of his passes last season while also throwing 25 touchdowns to just 8 interceptions. But as impressive as those numbers are, the numbers he's seeking, big numbers in the playoffs. And we expect him and his team to be back in the playoff mix when January rolls around.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw complete there to Johnson. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he will go down, a Cowboys sack. Mozzie Smith, he fought through to record the sack. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at third down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback, too.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Carr now to throw. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
Well, short of them returning it for a pick 6, that was about the worst start you could ask for in this one because your advantage of getting the ball first is gone, and they're set up a short distance from your end zone. Now you're counting on your defense to prevent a touchdown, and your offense, you better be ready to come out swinging on the next series.
Dallas offense set for this next drive. Following the interception, they're set up nicely here, already inside the red zone, knocking on the door, if you will. 1st and 10. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Throw is caught by Schoonmaker. And the Cowboys are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Elliott is in. Touchdown, Dallas. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. And that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And he returns this to the 22. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, or they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, second down. The numbers for him from a week ago. A boatload of carries, 96 yards, and a touchdown.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. To the sideline and pulled in. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Kamara up the middle. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Kamara gets it again on second down. And not much room to speak of. He'll get about 3 up to the 41. You look at this Cowboy defense. Now, they've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that number 1 spot.
And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Now Carr. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. On is the punter Charlton now as he's able to get this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And let's gaze our attention on Ezekiel Elliott. And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs operate the same way. They can hit a good rhythm and a good stride, and he's carrying it over from last week.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Now it's 2nd and 10. Prescott to throw it. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw. Prescott. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. So first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And they'll take over here following the interception with a chance to tie the ball game. It's 1st and 10. Now after the INT, it's Carr. We'll get this one underneath to Kamara. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Carr going to throw. He gives it left side to Johnson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now Carr. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Now Carr. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Again, it's Carr. Alvin Kamara reeling it in on back-to-back plays. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it. But it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop it before he could get to the marker.
Now McManus will line up for the field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by McManus is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, That's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Inside give to Elliott. Taken down at the 42. And you look at the Saints defense. They were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
On third down, it's Prescott. And he is caught. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards to play.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Prescott from the gun. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. 2nd and 7. Off the play fake, Prescott. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Brandon Cooks scoring a touchdown against his former mates as his guys are able to extend their lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Aubrey good with a PAT, and that pushes the lead up to 11. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it's capped off for the Cowboys touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
From the 31, here's a 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Carr. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Now a 1st down carry, it's Camara. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Here's Carr. There's a short one caught by Johnson. His 4th catch already in this 1st quarter. It's a 1st down. From the gun, it's a run for Camara. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. They run it again with to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
On first down, Carr. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Here's Kamara off the draw. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 21. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Throwing now is Carr. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Down 2 scores already. I don't think these guys would be too enthralled with the notion of settling for 3 here. Very nice job of execution on 3rd down. Able to keep the drive moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. A give to Kamara running right. And he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line. No big surprise, Micah Parsons doing what he does so well, dropping it for a loss.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I've played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team would say, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
Carr to throw on 2nd down. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, try to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position. And this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They have things going their way.
Dallas offense set for this next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 9 catches, 54 yards, and a touchdown. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A first down carry by Elliott. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Stopped and handed a loss by Willie Gay that time.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They go to Elliott again. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. They need 12 here. It's 3rd down. Throwing. Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Elliott. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
The Cowboys going to bring on Brian Anger to punt on 4th down. Deep for New Orleans is Rashid Shaheed. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something which is wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. 2nd down, and it's Kamara again. And down he'll go at the 25. With Kamara. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And this will wind up at Saints 1st down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A man who started collegiately in state at TCU, it's Kendre Miller. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Give up the middle to Williams. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description, because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Here's Carr to throw. This one swung out to Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Inside handoff now, Miller. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. To throw is Carr. He gets this complete to Shaheed. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. They'll try the right side here with Miller. There he goes, right side. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, some nice running right there. That's what got them the 1st down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Looking to throw. Carr. And it's caught. Touchdown, Saints. Xander Horvath His first touchdown of the new season. And the Saints have got it back to within a score. That, of course, all set up by the big run on the play prior. They took advantage right away with a touchdown throw.
And you mentioned advantage, probably taking advantage of their natural instinct after that previous play to be aggressive and rush towards the line of scrimmage. And instead, they were vulnerable to the pass.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Again, it's Elliott. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Prescott. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Prescott now on 2nd down. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Now Prescott. It's caught. Tolbert. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll give it up the middle to Miller. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he's going to have the first down as he's marked down just shy of the 20. 50 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
First down carry now for Miller. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Up the middle, it's Williams. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Now Carr on the bootleg. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. On 4th down, Joseph Charlton on to punt. With it is Jackson. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So here are the Cowboys to take over. They played the Browns last week, got the victory in that game, and so far so good as they've got the lead here. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Prescott now. Over the middle, complete. It's Ferguson. And he's got this down to the 35. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's DeMario Davis navigating his way into the backfield for a tackle for loss.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Here's Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 24-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A first down throw for Prescott. Outright, he finds Tolbert. And they'll get this down to the 10. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Here's Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Ferguson. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
I know
It's good, and it's 21-10. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it's finished off by the touchdown from CeeDee Lamb. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers and quickly.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp, and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Over the middle and complete to Shaheed. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch, not much yardage afterwards.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. And this all incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked. Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 28. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. The kick by McManus is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. It was a veteran quarterback, Dak Prescott, who had it working in the first half. His 2 touchdown passes helped pave the way for his guys to take this lead into the intermission.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. And this effort won't do it. He needed to get to the 45. He's a yard or 2 short.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced the punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 74 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Throwing on first down is Carr. Wilson's got it complete. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's second down. Now Carr. Olave holds it in. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it. But it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the first down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Carr gonna throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Carr. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now Carr. Got an open man. It's Olave. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 33. 23 yards on the play.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10, down at the 33. Carr to throw again. Caught, it's Wilson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Carr now to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
I think that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about the...
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. At issue here, does the football make contact with the ground before he secured it? And I think some of these angles are going to give us a pretty good look.
Secured is the important part because the ball can touch the ground, but it can't be loose when it does. So that's what they're going to have to try and figure out.
Aubrey now for the point after. And the lead is up to 15 now. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Set to take over once again. Out comes the Saints offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago and threw the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone. Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Open man left side, Shaheed has it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A shotgun handoff now to Miller. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. From the 46, here's the 2nd down and 4. They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 yards, good for his Saints, 1st down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now Carr. Olave over the middle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
Here's a give to Miller. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
2nd and a couple. To throw, it's Carr. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Now a handoff to Miller. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 101 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Williams will score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
You think back to 2022 with Detroit, Jamal Williams just unstoppable down near the goal line. 17 rushing touchdowns, 13 of those were from 2 yards or less. He's just an absolute battering ram down in this part of the field, and he finishes off another drive in the end zone.
Now McManus for the extra point. And this one's back to an 8-point game. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it was Jamal Williams who ended things with a touchdown run. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Now couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. And out now come the Cowboys. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Oh, now a loose football. The ball comes out. And some room to run now. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. His throw incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Chauncey Golston. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Here's Carr. Caught by Wilson. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down.
That's certainly playing down a distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Now McManus will line up for the field goal. From the right hash, this from 48. And he missed it. He missed it just wide of that left upright. It's no good. And that will keep the lead at 8. And now here come the Cowboys. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, trying to atone for it here on this drive. They work now on 2nd and 9. Now Prescott. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Prescott to throw it. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. Yeah, they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive. Missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. 2nd and 6. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Here's Carr to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Throwing now is Carr. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
Now McManus will line up for the field goal. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. The kick by McManus is good, and that'll get the lead down to 5. Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, you need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation, they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense to get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
Dallas offense set for this next drive. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
not the case.
not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about seeing defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, and he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They'll come up 2nd and 7. They'll fake it on a jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Looking to throw, Prescott. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The New Orleans offense set to take over. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. They begin with a run by Miller. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw is Carr. And that one too wide and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Carr. He completes it to Wilson. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on to kick it away. They'll get off a fairly short kick here, as this is toward the sideline. And not the result they were hoping for there, at least in terms of the kick team, as that'll get out of bounds at just the 35-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, complete. It's Ferguson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And shedding through the tackle. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. They go to Elliott again. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
First down, Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
They run here with Rico Dowdle. Down to the 25. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to put them a touchdown and a 2-point conversion up. And this one is right through. And that'll push the lead up to 8. Defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. And remember, despite giving up the field goal, this is still a 1-score game. They're in need of the touchdown and a 2-point conversion. A field goal on this drive likely doesn't do them much good. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Looking to throw. Carr. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Back to throw. Carr. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
Carr now on 1st down.
This one swung out to Williams. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now a play fake. Carr. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, this has turned into an absolute week to forget for this quarterback. Multiple sacks, pair that with multiple turnovers. As far as he's concerned, if he ever sees this defense again, it'll be way too soon.
They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. Gets this complete to Shaheed. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Out of his end zone, Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Third and short yardage, Prescott. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Brian Ager now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. That's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do this thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest. I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Damone Clark. Down to the 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. An Excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
Aubrey now for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. They begin the drive with Williams. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Looking to throw. Carr. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. They'll give him 4 yards there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Back to throw. Carr. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Carr now on first down. Over the middle here to Wilson. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Shotgun now for Carr. Going right back to Wilson. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Carr. That's caught by Johnson. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. 2nd and 6 coming up. Carr's throw here going to be caught by Wilson. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 24-yard line. Meanwhile, Carr's throw complete there to Johnson. Here comes 2nd down. Throwing his Carr. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
Carr to throw. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
I I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Extra point from McManus is good, as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. "35 seconds to play. Everything will come down here to this onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a camper on this one. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. We got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Now Dak on the option left. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Here is third down and 4. A 20th carry here for Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Running with Elliott. And he will have a Cowboys first down, and that should be that. It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot. But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Dallas, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.
Well, damn, that was a pretty solid game. We're going to go do some player stats real quick. So Derek Carr went 41 for 61 with 338 passing yards and 2 passing touchdowns and 4 interceptions. And his longest pass of the day was 24 yards. Meanwhile, Dak Prescott went 23 for 34 with 265 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. And his longest pass of the day was 33 yards. And then for rushing, there were really only 2 rushing touchdowns. And that was by Jamal Williams, who had 10 carries for 33 yards and a touchdown. And his longest run of the day was 10 yards. And then Ezekiel Elliott had 21 carries for 59 yards and a touchdown. And his longest run of the day was 12 yards. And then for receiving touchdowns, Xander Horvath had a catch for 3 yards and a touchdown. And his longest catch of the day was 3 yards. And then C.D. Lamb had 4 catches for 38 yards and a touchdown. And his longest catch of the day was 18 yards. And then Brandon Cooks had a catch for 33 yards and a touchdown. And his longest catch of the day was 33 yards. And then lastly, Juwan Johnson had 10 catches for 68 yards and a touchdown. And his longest catch of the day was 14 yards. And then for blocking, Eric McCoy allowed a sack. Cesar Ruiz allowed a sack. Ryan Ramczyk allowed a sack. Talis Fuaga allowed a sack. And Terrence Steele allowed a sack. And then for the defensive players, DeMarcus Lawrence had 2 sacks. Cameron Jordan had a sack. Chauncey Golston had a sack, and Mozzie Smith had a sack. And then for field goals, Brandon McManus made 3 field goals but missed 1, and Brandon Aubrey made only 1 field goal. And then for punts, Brian Anger punted 5 times for 229 yards, and his longest punt of the day was 48 yards. And then Joseph Charlton punted 4 times for 175 yards, and his longest punt of the day was 53 yards. And then for kick returns, Kool-Aid and McKinstry returned 5 kicks for 139 yards, and his longest return of the day was 30 yards. And then Eddie Jackson returned 4 kicks for 93 yards, and his longest return of the day was 26 yards. And then Jalen Tolbert only returned 1 kick for a yard. And then for punt returns, Eddie Jackson returned 2 punts for 15 yards, and his longest return of the day was 10 yards. And then Rashid Shaheed returned 4 punts for 11 yards, and his longest return of the day was 5 yards. And that's pretty much like all the stats from the game, as the Cowboys defeat the New Orleans Saints 38-30. Damn, that was an interesting game. But if you're a Cowboys fan and you're still here, please smash that like button and hit that subscribe button, as we will be upgrading some players now. And then yeah, so Darren Bland is going to be getting the upgrade. He's going 89 overall now. Alright. That's it for the Cowboys. And now we're going to go over to the Saints and see what we got for them. And it looks like the Saints got some upgrades to do as well. So we're going to do that. And Cedric Wilson Jr. is going to be a 75 overall now. Alright. I don't see how that's going to help them out, but oh well. Alrighty. So it looks like the next game... Oh, well actually, before I do that, I want to just like go through the rankings real quick. So right now the New Orleans Saints have the number 6 offense in the league, and the Cowboys have the number 16 offense in the league. And then meanwhile for defensively, the Saints have the number 12 defense in the league, and the Cowboys have the number 6 defense in the league. But the next game will be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus the Detroit Lions. So I'm just gonna if you guys made it to the end of this video, I would like you guys to leave a like, smash that subscribe button, and I will see you guys next time. Have an amazing night, guys.